back to Riley Reviews. It's your girl Riley, and yes, we are back with another video. Now, we're going to be getting into some things, as you guys can already tell by looking on the screen. But before we go ahead and do that, you guys already know, if you're new to my channel, we got to give a special shout out to the people that come and show us love and support. Whether you're new or OG, I definitely appreciate y'all and y'all contribution to the channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into some things. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into Normani. Now, it's looking like she's officially coming outside, and yes, I feel confident to say that she's coming this year because we finally have an album release date. And yes, this is going to be her debut album, and it seemed like we should be on project 3 by now, but better late than never. But Normani has been teasing this album for quite some time now, so hopefully we don't get any pushbacks or any further delays, because I feel like if she just keeps prolonging the album, then, I mean, I'm still going to be here, God willing. Hopefully she doesn't take that long. But regardless, if she decides to postpone the album, then I'm still going to be here to listen. I really do like Normani as an artist, and anytime she does come out, it's a banger. And speaking of the album, she did announce that her album is going to be called Dopamine, and it's going to be released on June 14th. Now, I'm just giving you guys the report, so don't hold my word to it, hold Normani to it, and we already know how her word goes, so yeah. But she did release one record off of her album called 159, and it's featuring Gunna. I do remember her sharing a snippet while she was online, and this was probably a couple of months back, but this was one of the snippets that I really liked just off of first listen. And now that I had the chance to listen to the entire song, I honestly can say that I really did like it. I did feel like this could have did without Gunna, to be honest with you guys. I felt like he had too much autotune. I think that's kind of what made me not like it. And I'm really shocked that I'm really saying that right now because, you know, Gunna usually slides, but not for this record for me. I felt like it was just too much auto-tune. I feel like an artist like Chris Brown would have fit better in this song. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think about it down below. Let's go ahead and get into JT. Now, out of all of the releases that came out today, I do have to say that JT was one of the ones I was anticipating the most. Just like Normani, I was able to tell that I was going to like the record just off of first listen, and I could say the same thing about JT and this record. Now, when she did preview this record when she was in the club, I already knew it was going to be a hit, and it does seem like we're stepping back into that era of music where music was fun. It reminded me of like a Jeezy or a Gucci for sure, but the hook really is what got me. It did seem like she was taking shots on this record, which we are going to be getting into. The verses was okay. They wasn't the best to me that I heard from JT, but overall I feel like the hooks kind of makes up for that, so that's my thought on that. Now, there were some lyrics where people felt like JT was taking shots at, where she says she ate crab legs, now her whole tooth missing, cheap ass veneers, you stay talking shit, put a marker to this bitch, she's so counterfeit. Now, there were some speculations on who she could possibly be talking about. I did see some people thinking that she could be talking about Cardi B. Other people were saying that she was talking about Sukiyana. Now, when I initially heard it, I couldn't help but to think about Cardi B because she was on live with her tooth missing. And being that these two women did go back and forth at it before in the past and also taking sneak disses in their records, I couldn't help but to think about Cardi B. On the other hand, I could see why people thought of Sukiyana because she was on live and she was explaining how she lost her tooth eating crab legs. But that narrative just doesn't make sense to me because there's no history between JT and Sukiyana ever getting into it. And if there is, you guys please inform me because I was kind of lost when people were mentioning Sukiyana. But those are my thoughts on the whole entire situation. You guys can let me know how you guys feel about it down below. Moving on to IceSpice, she also had a new release today, and this isn't actually her song. She was a feature on this song called Fisherrr with Cash Cobain and Bass Swag. Now, there was rumors that IceSpice was going to be on the song, and I believe Academics was one of the first people to actually leak the record. And if you was to ask me, I don't think that it was an actual leak. I guess that they was just checking the temperatures. It seems like nowadays they do that a lot to see if people are gonna like really fuck with it or not. But I did remember listening to the snippet, and I honestly say that I liked it. And after listening to the song completely in the way that it was intended to, I honestly can say the same thing. I really liked it. I feel like IceSpice did her thing. You could tell that she was using auto tune, and surprisingly, it does fit her. I like when she has like this monotone. I like how she approached the record, and I would like to see her approach records more like this often than what she has been giving us. But to me, it was a solid 8, I would say. The only drawback that I really can say from this record is that she had a lot of repetitive words that I already heard her use in previous songs, which I get because that's very much on brand for IceSpice, but I would like to see her expand a little bit more. I did hear this song on TikTok a lot, and I think that it's pretty popular. I did hear that the people up north does go up for this song, and they do kind of like that sound, so I feel like this is in IceSpice pocket. But overall, I do like the record. I do feel like IceSpice added to the song song by her featuring on it. It's very much so on brand for Ice because, like I said, her city goes up for this song. This is kind of like her sound, and with the video and her at the bodegas, like she fits right in. She did better than what I expected for her to do on the song. But that's my thoughts on it. Now, just wrapping this thing on up, after all of the snippets that I did speak on, I was pleasantly surprised by each and every one of them. I don't feel like none of them was just terrible or horrible. Yes, there was some drawbacks or some things that I didn't like, and we're not going to like everything, but I do have to say that I kind of enjoyed almost each and every one of them once I heard the complete version of the song. Now, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything that I spoke about down below in the comment section. Just remember to keep it cute. Remember, like I always like to say, we can agree, disagree, or agree to disagree. And if you guys would like to show support to my channel, you can simply do so just by liking the video, leaving a comment, or just subscribing to my channel. Now, that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.